I was having a friendly conversation about animal exploitation with my campus feminist group, and our former resident meat-eating pseudo-feminist cis-woman brought up the relationship bees have with flowers. Because I've been previously accused of misrepresentation of arguments, I asked her to outline her points in an email to me, which I will quote verbatim here. You say it's impossible for animals to consent to interactions with humans because they lack the mental ability to do so. This is also the basis of saying that an inebriated woman cannot consent to sex with a male. I'm down with this 100% because if it were possible for animals to consent, we could morally have sex with animals. But the impossibility of consent also applies to animal-animal or animal-plant interactions, and animals have a higher consciousness than plants. As animals are privileged beings, this makes any animal-plant transaction an exploitation of plants. Bees are exploiting flowers. It might even be comparable to rape. My counterpoint is that this is actually oppressive capitalism on the part of the plants, the owners of the means of nectar production. The bees are wage slaves. The bees aren't exploiters because they're the worker class. They trade pollination services for nectar, which they then have to labor over to turn into something they can actually use. Furthermore, the plants are forcing the bees to act as penises to fertilize them because the plant's male parts are stationary and cannot rape the female parts of other plants. They are forcing bees to act as their sexual foot soldiers. If any party in this transaction is a rapist, it's the plant. The plant may be less mentally privileged, but it has all the power. If the plants decided to produce less nectar, instead using resources to produce more seeds or leaves, the bees would be forced to accept the arrangement and work even more to get the same amount of nectar they previously got. Otherwise, they would starve. The plant capitalists will let them starve. This is capitalism. The bees themselves are communist in their mode of social organization, but the outside world is not communist. It is globalist. The bees are forced to trade with outside individuals to survive. They are awakened proletariat just waiting for a chance to overthrow the master.